Yo, it's FPL bringing you the stats, top picks, hot tips, all the league facts. They say Roo rock, that's all the flow. Subscribe, hit the bell. Welcome to the show.
Yo, good day everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm FPL Roo. And basically in this live stream, we're going to be going through my team selection, all the game week previews, answering your questions and looking at some team news as well, as there has been quite a bit of team news today that I actually haven't caught up on. So I'm going to wait to do that until after I've given my kind of team selection before the team news, and then we can discuss that after. So if you are tuning in, please make sure you do like the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and yeah, let's get into it. Before we do start answering some questions though, I just wanted to go through my game week 1 team. So to be honest, it was a pretty average performance by my team. Most of them didn't really do too well. The defense ended up playing Barco, obviously didn't play, so Konza came on. Burn got the clean sheet. Konza came off at half time, which was disappointing. Salah really the only one that kind of did the business for me, and obviously Haaland. Other than that, really kind of disappointed, especially I'd say with Gordon, Eze and Solanke really didn't really kind of, I guess, pull their weight in this team. But anyway, first game week, we move on. This is how my kind of team's going to line up for game week 2. Again, I haven't looked at any injury news yet, so I'm going to do that after this, and then I can kind of live react to it. So Henderson in goal with West Ham at home. Robinson, Fulham, really happy playing him in this game against Leicester at home. Bournemouth away for Burn. And then I'm going to be playing Konza with Brentford at home. Again, not ideal, but the players on my bench don't look that good. So it's either playing Konza against Arsenal at home or Barco, Man United at home, who's probably not going to play. He's probably off on loan now to Seville. So yeah, not ideal with the defense. I guess the cheap defense is coming up back to bite me. And yeah, hopefully at least one of my, I guess, bench defenders or one of my Konza plays. Otherwise, I'm going to be down to 10 men. So yeah, it's a bit of a tough one to start the season, but I guess that's the risk I took, having Haaland and Salah in my team. Hopefully they can keep delivering. My suggested transfers, I wanted to look at this on Fantasy Football Hub, is Burn to Matty Cash. So as you can see on this graph, over the next 4 or 5 game weeks, Matty Cash is going to be outperforming Burn. But for me, I've already got Konza, so I don't really want to double up on that Villa defense. If you want to get your AI transfers, you can scan the QR code. There's a link in the description as well. But yeah, I do understand why this is a good transfer. But for me, I've got so many other problems that taking out Dan Burn is probably not the right answer to go for. Midfield, so Salah, Brentford at home, really happy I've got him in my team, especially captaining him last week, and I think he could do well in this game as well. And Kunku with Wolves away, Eze West Ham at home, and Gordon with Bournemouth away. So some really good fixtures there from midfield. I'm just hoping they can deliver. I've kind of gone for a few risky options, obviously, in Kunku. And I know a lot of people haven't really gone for Gordon, but yeah, I think the fixtures were too good for him, to be honest, to start the season. So yeah, that's why I went for him. And yeah, hopefully he does deliver for me. And then up front, obviously, Isak, Haaland and Solanke. Let's talk about Isak. So again, Bournemouth away. He did get an assist last time out, but obviously Newcastle were playing with 10 men, so not really the best game, I think, to kind of judge him on. Haaland, Ipswich at home, definitely a potential triple captain for people that did want to use it straight away, get it out of the way. He's going to play. He's going to play probably the whole 90 minutes now that City don't really have a backup striker. And Ipswich, again, is going to be one of the best fixtures for Man City. So I don't hate it at all. I just probably prefer doing it in a double game week. And for that reason, yeah, I'm probably just going to captain Erling Haaland. And then Solanke, Everton at home. So again, Solanke disappointing against Leicester, but Everton at home is a good fixture as well. However, I have actually heard that Solanke is injured, so I might be needing to make a transfer or even a potential wild card in game week 2, which is ridiculous. But I'm not afraid to use it if I need to use it. So hopefully I can get through without doing that. But yeah, I'm just going to check the team use now and then kind of live react to it and let you know what it is and what I've seen. So if you do want to leave your questions about your teams in the comments, I can do that, answer any questions, and yeah, we'll go from there. So let's get on to some of the team news. So I'll just what we can see. So it does look like Ange Postecoglou has said that Solanke is out. I'm just getting that confirmed, but I'm pretty sure that's what he said. It's a shame as well. It's a shame. I know he didn't play too well against Leicester, but especially as injured, he's going to miss the Everton game. Not ideal, really. I know Richarlison is back for Spurs. Actually, that could make him a better option. But again, you don't know how long Solanke's going to be out for. I think it's just said that he's going to miss the Everton game. But I was trying to see how long they say he's going to be out for. A little Villa updates. We'll go through the teams as best as possible. So Unai fresh injuries, so and he does suggest Matty Cash is fine. Mings is out still, and Kamara is out still, both with a knee injury. So pretty good if you own any of the Villa players. Ivan Toney missed game week 1. Manager Thomas Frank. He says he could be involved and he could not be involved. So for those of you that do own Ivan Toney, I'd probably take him out your teams now, and I probably won't bring him in if you don't own him. Fulham, so the new signing, Sander Berger, is not available to start according to Marco Silva. But everyone else is fit. So again, if you got maybe Muniz, that's good news for you. Crystal Palace, Anderson and Ayew won't be involved as they're finalising moves away from the club. Wow, that's huge news. Crystal Palace news. Where's Anderson going? I'll have a look. Fulham close to agreeing a deal to sign. What? Crystal Palace midfielder. Fulham. He's better than Fulham, surely. That can't be right. So Fulham are buying Anderson. Wow. I really thought Fulham were going to do well this season, but yeah, if they get Joachim Anderson, they're going to have a decent team. Adam Unal remain out. Bariola expects everyone else fit. This hints that Senesi will return, so interesting. And new forward Evan Nielsen will be involved as well. So he's only 6 million, so he could end up being a really good option now that Solanke has left Bournemouth, and he could potentially be the penalty taker as well. So yeah, that's a big one. Wolves. So Gary O'Neill reported no new issues. Cunha is available for more minutes in game week 2, but Traore has progressed in training as well, and Semedo remains suspended. Solanke. So yeah, Solanke will miss the game against Everton after picking up a knock in game week 1. However, Pedro Porro is past fit. The good news for Pedro Porro owners, Solanke owners, yeah, bad news. If you've got a bench, then great. If not, might be worth using a transfer on him because yeah, there's not really a time frame. It just says a knock and 1 game week. So I assume it's for 1 game week. But if he misses, yeah, if he misses one, then who knows if Richarlison plays and does well, that could see Solanke be on the bench for a couple games. So yeah, for me, it's probably not worth the risk. Keeping him like he's firing or whatever. If he was, and it's not like even like he's guaranteed to be on pens or anything like that. So yeah, for me, yeah, I'd probably be getting rid of Solanke if you don't have a decent bench replacement. Chelsea, Resca revealed Sanchez will remain Premier League #1. So if you are looking for a goalkeeper, hopefully not at game week 2 stage, but if you are, then Sanchez could be a good option. He also said it was unlikely Neto would start another game in quick succession, but João Felix could be involved. So interesting news there. Potentially some bad news for Nkunku owners as well, because Felix. But yeah, interesting one there from Chelsea. Arsenal will be without Tomiyasu and Kieran Tierney. Fabio Vieira sat out the win over Wolves with a slight hip injury. Arteta is unsure whether Jurriën Timber is fit to start, but did say Zinchenko played really good. So yeah, no real news from Arsenal. Manchester City. So Rodri is getting better, but is still not in the full team training ahead of game week 2. Guardiola will not think he'll be ready in time. Savino, I don't know how to say his name. Savino, feeling better and has partially trained. He may be involved. So yeah, probably won't get him in if you don't already own him. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the team news. Yeah, it's annoying with Solanke. Oh, we got Newcastle here. So no new injuries ahead of game week 2. Pretty much as we were, according to Eddie Howe. Fabian Schär is suspended for 1 out of 3 games, but Trippier has trained as normal despite transfer speculation. Botman, Lascelles, Tonali, Miley, Wilson remain flagged. So yeah, it was a rough one for Newcastle. They're probably, I don't know, who's going to be playing centre back now. So potentially that could make the defense a little bit worse now that Fabian Schär is suspended for 3 games. But if Trippier's back in the team, again, that could make it stronger. So interesting one. From Liverpool, so Joao Konza picked up a bit of an injury on Tuesday and subsequently missed training on Wednesday. Slot said, let's see if he can train today. Okay. Okay, that sounds like he's not going to start, to be honest with you. Bloody hell. I think it's going to have to be a -4 in game week 2, to be honest, which is not exactly what I wanted to be doing, but yeah. So another bit of news from Chelsea. So Cole Palmer limped off for Chelsea last night. He felt something, but he looks fine. They already checked him, and he looks fine and okay. Hopefully, there's no problem, and he can be available for Sunday's game. Yeah, I think he's gonna start that game. There's no way. There's no way. Yeah, Ten Hag. There's no conclusion about Lindelof. He has an issue on his toe. He is not available for the weekend, and infection has apparently Jadon Sancho, an ear infection. Okay. Nottingham Forest, Danilo will have surgery next week on the serious injury he suffered in game week 1. And we didn't get an update on Ola Aina and Anthony Alanga, who came off last weekend with slight issues. Nicola where is it? Nikola Milenkovic was suspended in game week 1 due to a red card he picked up for Fiorentina last season. Alex Moreno has joined on loan, but has yet to train with his teammates. Interesting. Okay. Southampton. Fernandez could come into the Saints squad this weekend. New signings introduced off the bench. However, Bazunu remains available. Yeah, not much news. So Leicester, Steve Cooper reported that the injury situation remains change for Monday night. The Soxes remain without Pat Zendodi and Jacob Stolowiski. That's her name. Cooper said the new signing Oliver Skip is definitely available. Everton, James Tarkowski is a doubt for the game against Spurs, where Ashley Young is suspended. Jared Branthwaite, Seamus Coleman, Nathan Peterson, James Garner, and Yusuf Chameti. Ipswich, Wes Burns joins Hurst, Broadhead, and Harry Clark on the sidelines. Calvin Phillips can't face his parent club, and Uri Muric close to a return, while Cameron Humphreys is back in training. Yeah. So West Ham, when he asked about injuries, he said wait and see. So not helpful there. Brighton, so Yakuba Minta is available to face Manchester United after his precautionary concussion withdrawal against Everton. Fabian Hertzler refused to comment on a potential loan move for Valentin Barco. Okay, interesting. And I think that's pretty much it. So, yeah, some not good team news, to be honest, especially for my team. Obviously, Solanke, so that's two players that are probably going to miss this game week. Well, Solanke definitely, and it does look like Kwanzaa will miss it as well. But we'll get through some of your questions now. So leave your questions in the chat and I'll answer them. Bring them up on screen and answer them. So we've got a comment here. So can't wait to see what's on the ground, boss. Nice one, mate. Okay, we've got a question here from Mustafa. So Solanke and Nkunku out for Muniz and Foden for a -4, no Haaland. You know what? I'd do that. I'd actually do that. I think Fulham's fixtures coming up are very, very good. And I think Solanke is obviously going to miss a game. And Nkunku, I don't think is a bad option, but Chelsea are just buying so many kind of number 10s, players to play behind a striker, let's call them, because they can be left or right as well. For me, I like that move a lot. It's not ideal, don't get me wrong, it's not ideal doing it in game week 2. It could be a bit tricky or whatever, but for me, Solanke's missing a game. Yeah, fair enough. Muniz has very, very good fixtures for Fulham. You're bringing a good striker there with good fixtures. Foden, we know, it does play. We know Foden's going to be a better option. And for me, overall, I think that's a good move. And obviously, you do get cover for that Man City versus Ipswich game, which you're not, I guess, you're not really covering if you don't have Haaland. Foden's probably the next best option. So, yeah, I do really. We'll get up the next question. So how long is Solanke out for by Mustafa? So they're just saying a game. But again, that could be more than a game, but they're just saying that he'll definitely miss Everton, which is the next game. But I'll have a quick search. Because I follow someone on Twitter called Paul O'Keefe, who's very good on Spurs news. I'll just have a quick look. But it's not great, to be honest, but Keith. Yeah, it's just saying at the minute he's just going to miss Everton. No more information really, which is a bit annoying because if he was back for the next game, but don't Spurs' games are not easy. So after this game they've got against Everton, they've got tough games coming up, to be honest with you. They've got Arsenal at home, and they've got Brentford at home. Sorry, they've got Newcastle away, Arsenal at home, Brentford at home, Man United away, Brighton away. And then they've got West Ham as well, Palace, Villa. So some tough games for Spurs, to be honest. So Yeah, for me, I'm taking out Solanke. I feel like even if he does only miss one game, he's got some tough games coming up. Richarlison could come in, score straight away. He might not be on penned anyway, Solanke. So for me, yeah, for me, that's a straight taking out. To be honest, take out Solanke. So we've got a question from John here. So have Arsenal defence? Should I sell one to Gvardiol? No, I wouldn't sell an Arsenal defender. I think if you've started the season with an Arsenal defender, I think stick with it. They've got one of the best defenses in the league, or they did have the best defense in the league last season. They kept a clean sheet already this season. Yeah, I'd just keep your Arsenal defender. Yeah, I'll just keep your Arsenal defender. Leave your questions in the comment section below. If you are watching on YouTube, make sure you do subscribe. If you're watching on Twitter or X, I should say, come over to YouTube and subscribe and leave a comment. Or if you're even watching on Instagram, so I'm on Instagram live as well. So leave a comment in or come over to YouTube and subscribe. I'm trying to hit, to be honest, 2,000 subscribers before the new year. So that's the goal. I think it's doable, to be honest. Another about 290 to go. Yeah, it's doable. So yeah, hopefully we can get there in time for 2026, 2025. But yeah, I'm wishing away the years. But yeah, so if you're watching, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and keep sending in your questions. I'm just trying to think what I'm going to do with my team now. No, that's the only issue. I might get it up on screen just to have a bit of a play around with it. Maybe I'll get it up on screen. But yeah, if you are just in, Solanke is the Everton game for Spurs, which again is not great for owners. We've got another question here from John. So would you start Smith Rowe or Nkunku? That is a tough one. I think I'd start Nkunku. It is a good fixture, don't get me wrong, for Fulham. It is a very, very good fixture. I'm just not sure about Smith Rowe. I'm not sure how attacking he's going to be, whether he's going to play 90 minutes. You can say the same about Nkunku, don't get me wrong, but and it's probably a tougher fixture. And yeah, Smith Rowe's fixture is definitely better. But I think I'd play Nkunku, to be honest. Okay, I'm going to try and get up my team and do a few transfers. Okay, share screen. Okay, cool. So this is my team. So as it looks now, yeah, not ideal, not ideal at all. But yeah, I'm gonna see what transfers we can look to make. Open this up a bit. Leave a comment as well. What you think? What would you do with my team? Yeah, it's a tough one with that news, to be honest with you. Having that news has just killed me, to be honest. I went, obviously, I went a bit cheap, I'd say, in defense, and went a bit cheap because I was going for players like Salah and Haaland, both of them. And it's definitely backfired. I probably should have had a stronger squad, but it's not the end of the world. Um, still time to save save my season. Can't believe I'm talking like that already, but okay, cool. Let's get some transfers going. Okay, so for me, I think Solanke has to come out. But for who? Let's see who I can get if I just want to do a straight swap. I think I need to check out Konza as well. I know it's not great, that fact that I've lost 0.4 million, but I have to take. Who could I get for Solanke if I didn't take out Konza? So let's actually a Xerxes, no. Richarlison, no. I don't think Fulham. I like Fulham a lot, to be honest, this season. We'll sort by point. Just to see what options we've got. Danny Welbeck. Yeah, not the worst shot. Maybe even a João Pedro, and then means I can upgrade the rest of my squad. He played 81 minutes. I like Danny Welbeck. With 90 minutes. Brighton have got, and then they've got Arsenal. Yeah, no, I'm going to stay away from Brighton players. Jamie Vardy. Everton at home. Palace. No, that's too tough. Xerxes, not for me. I think it's too much of a. Muniz, Leicester and Ipswich are next two. Could be one to go for. 77 minutes though he came against Man United. For me, with is Jimenez could be back at one point. Yeah, it's not looking good, to be honest. Richarlison. Yeah, there's not many players to go for, I'd say, at that 7.5 million point. So maybe if I up it a bit, say 8.5. Again, Havertz could be an option, but I don't love their fixtures. Welbeck, João Pedro. Maybe it is João Pedro is the one to go for. But again, their fixtures are not great. But yeah, the fixtures are just not great. Maybe what can I do if I can do a little maneuver? Maybe get in some other players. Ollie Watkins, no. Nicholas Jackson. Leave some suggestions in the comments of who for Solanke. Gakpo, Darwin, no. Might just be worth going for João Pedro. Maybe a Fulkrug. No, tough fixtures. Okay, the forwards are not really giving me much inspiration at the minute, to be honest with you. Let's say if I do, let's take this out, and then let's go Kwanzaa to Harvest, because he's got a decent fixture this week as well. So I could play him. I think he's got Forest. Yeah, Forest at home. So I could play him. And then I could upgrade Solanke to no one bigger. Maybe do a -8. Is that worth it? -8. Leave Solanke for one game week. I'm going to go, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to jump to your questions. So Kwanzaa to Harwood Bellis, then Solanke to Muniz. Yeah, I don't hate that at all. That's probably my favourite at the minute option to go for, to be honest. I think the fact, though, I don't know if I do like Muniz, but could Raul Jimenez come back and take some minutes off him? Yeah, I do like this move, though. I do like this move. Mateta, yeah. What was Mateta? I do like Mateta as well, but that's the Palace with Mateta. Got defenders on. Mateta. Yeah, Mateta could be the one. I only played 45 minutes though. Why was that? Why did he play 5 minutes? Fixtures. West Ham at home, Chelsea away, Leicester at home. Yeah, not bad, but not the best, is it? FPL guys going for Vardy. Now to start with Daka out for months. On pens, decent fixtures. Yeah, that's true. Whereas how much is Vardy? Wow, he's only 5.5 million. That could be a good shout, you know, Jamie Vardy. What did he get in his last Prem season? 3 goals, 5 assists. See, in my head, Jamie Vardy gets 15. Yeah, because pretty much every season he's been in the Prem, he got 15 plus 5 in his first year. Then 23, 15, 15, 3. Yeah, maybe Vardy's the one to go for. Then I got 2.4. Rogers up to someone next week. Because what are Villa's fixtures say? No, I got Leicester. Yeah, but I've got options then. I've got options. If I get Vardy. million. Is Vardy better than João Pedro? I'd like to know. Leave it in the comments. Vardy or João Pedro? Yeah, Vardy or João Pedro? Vardy's obviously more nailed, right? Yeah. Vardy's obviously more nailed, but João Pedro on pens. So is Vardy probably. Then he's got nice. Maybe I could even go Vardy 2 game weeks, João Pedro 2 game weeks. Yeah, what's better? I think I prefer João Pedro, to be honest. I think I prefer João Pedro, or even go for a Man City defender if I can. Maybe not Arsenal, but definitely Man City. They've got tough fixtures coming up, but they are probably a better defense. Maybe go for a Saliba or Gabriel and then a Gavardia. And then bang. Happy days with that. I could do that. Premium defender and João Pedro. It's not ideal, but for a -4, I'm pretty sure I'm getting a clean sheet straight away from Gavardia. João Pedro, yes, it's a tough game, but Brighton look pretty good. And when João Pedro has against Arsenal away, I can play Rodgers, who has Leicester at home. So I think that's going to be my moves. Maybe not Gavardia, but João Pedro in for Solanke, and then maybe a City defender. Maybe a City or an Arsenal defender. Or any defender. Yeah, let me know what you think. We'll bring up a couple more then. So John's saying Vardy for me. Yeah, fair enough. Vardy over João Pedro. I guess you're guaranteeing minutes. You're guaranteeing kind of main man. Yeah, there's kind of loads of things really to deal with it. This is what I'm thinking on the screen. The channel, if you're watching, like the stream. Call it a day because it's nearly 1 a.m. in Australia and I'm knackered. So yeah, leave a comment and I'll try and answer them after the stream's done. If not, tweet me and I'll answer them. Cheers for tuning in, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.
Yo, it's FPL Roo, bringing you the stats, top picks, hot tips, all the league facts. They say Roo rock, that's all the flow. Subscribe, hit the bell. Welcome to